morning and welcome to EBS FM Morning Special, Your Morning Energy. It's Wednesday, the 18th of June, and I'm your host, Choi Soo-jin. The cornerstone of this show are our listeners. We believe they're out there, we know they're listening, but without meeting them in person, there will always be moments when it wouldn't feel real. 늘 믿고 있어도, 늘 거기 있는 걸 알고 있어도 직접 마주하기 전까진 실감이 안 나기도 합니다. 그런데 오늘 그런 막연함을 완전히 해소해줄 확실한 기회가 찾아왔는데요. Now, after wishing to meet them in person, show after show, we're finally welcoming our morning special listeners into the studio for a special broadcast celebrating EBS's 51st anniversary and reaffirming our commitment to bringing our listeners closer and closer every 22 hours. 늘 뵙고 싶었던 반가운 얼굴들이 오늘 여기에 같이 자리했습니다. EBS 창사 51주년이라는 특별한 계기로 모닝 스페셜이 마련한 특집 방송, 여러분을 좀 더 가까이 모시고 싶은 마음과 함께 지금부터 시작합니다. 네, 안녕하세요 여러분. 오늘은 EBS 창사 51주년 특집 국민과 함께 해온 모닝 스페셜 방송으로 진행됩니다. 오늘은요, 저희가 애청자 여러분도 특별히 함께 모셔서 방송을 하고 있습니다. Let's give them a big round of applause. And of course, this show would not be the same without our wonderful newscasters. We have in the studio Ray, Shane, and Paul. 네. It's lovely to have all of our listeners here. What do you think, guys?
You know, it's good to put a name and a face to... You guys are usually nicknames and last four digits of your phone number. But it's good to finally see everyone here.
Definitely.
Privilege and honor.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I mean, it's very rare that we have the chance to meet our listeners when we do our show. And it's so fantastic to have all of you here. I'm sorry to everyone listening at home. We hope you can come next time.
네.
It's lovely to have everyone.
오늘 이렇게 스튜디오로 모신 많은 청취자분들 정말 반갑습니다. 또 집에서 듣고 계신 분들도요, 다 모시고 싶었는데 그러지 못해서 안타까울 뿐입니다. 자, 그런데요, 이렇게 멀리서 오신 분들, 가까이서 오신 분들 많이 계신데 제일 멀리서 오신 분이 누굴지 좀 궁금하거든요. Ray, would you like to ask who came from the furthest away, who came from the, ask.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did anyone come from Gangwon-do? Jeollado? 전라도.
Yes, we do have someone from 전라도.
Wow.
네, 전라도에서 오신 분이 계시군요. 네, 성함과 어디서 오셨는지 알려주시겠어요?
Hello, I'm Nikki, and we came from 전라남도 Suncheon City with my twin daughters.
Oh, and your twin daughters are?
Yeah.
Their names are?
Hello, my name is Windy.
Oh, Windy and?
Hi, Wendy.
Hello, my name is Sunny.
And
Ooh, hi,
Sunny.
Sunny.
Nikki, Windy, and Sunny from 전남 순천.
Wow.
혹시 더 멀리서 왔다 하시는 분 계실까요? 또 계시네요. 저 뒤에도 마이크 한번 주시겠어요?
Hello, my name is Hani Bae. I came from Kim area.
Oh,
Yeah,
김해.
which it took about more than 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so from the Seoul to arrive in Goyang City, it was really, really tough.
Oh.
Yesterday I slept almost 2 p.m. and then I
You
woke up.
You went to bed at 2 p.m.
Yeah. I just spent a lot of time in Seoul, so I wanted to just spend all the time in Seoul. Yeah, so I didn't want it to regret. So I woke up 5 a.m.
Wow.
Wow.
But I'm very honored to be here. My role model is Choi Soo-jin teacher.
Thank you so much.
No pressure, Sue.
우리 전남 순천에서 오신 분 그리고 또 김해에서 오신 분 두 분께 다 선물을 이따가 챙겨드리도록 하겠습니다. Thank you so much for coming, guys. 자, 그러면 이번에는 모닝 스페셜을 나는 제일 오래 들었다 하는 분 계시면은 아니 우리 가운데 조금 젊어 보이는 분이 손을 드셨어요. 혹시 나이를 알려주실 수 있을까요? 나이?
2학년.
이와 이
학년이요.
2학년. 2학년. 2학년 이름은
한채민.
한채민. 2학년 한채민 양은 얼마나 들으셨어요? 모닝 스페셜.
엄마 배.
엄마 배에서 그러면은 태교를 모닝 스페셜로 하셨나 봐요, 우리 어머니가.
네.
그러면 몇 년 I don't know how many years that is. Many
10년,
years.
10년, 이제 10년째 됐는데.
10년째.
제가 이제 입덧이 너무 심했을 때 모닝 스페셜을 우연히 이제 출근길에 듣게 됐는데
네.
너무 안정감이 들어서 그 이후로 이제 쭉 이제 고정해서 라디오를 듣고 있습니다.
그래요. 너무 반갑습니다. 우리 한채민 양 그리고 어머니 너무너무 반갑습니다. 혹시 나는 더 오래 들었다 하시는 분, 나 10년 이상 들었다 하시는 분이 있으시면 네. 마이크 저쪽으로 한번. 네, 뒤쪽에 예쁜 검정색 티를 입고 계신 분입니다.
네, 저는 대학교 때부터 들었으니까
그러면
20년.
한 5년 들었나 했는데 이렇게 또 나이를 20년을 들으셨군요. 와, let's give her a big round of
20.
applause.
Wow.
Been tuning in for 20 years.
How old is Morning Special?
27.
27
no, wait,
years.
25, 26. Don't ask me. 1997.
Okay.
Okay, what's that then? 1998.
That's 28 years.
This is how bad I am at calculating and math. So 1997 is when we began. So
Okay.
28 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sue, if you're bad at maths, it's okay. You only need to be good at English.
I would like to be
But
good
that's
at both.
questionable too sometimes.
Wow,
Indeed,
shots
indeed.
fired.
와, 너무 좋습니다. 우리 어떻게 두 분께 네, 선물 다 드리도록 할까요? 네, 선물 드리겠습니다. 일단 선물 받아가세요. 좋아요. 와, 이렇게 뱃속에서부터 듣고 계신 분 또 20년 동안이나 대학생 때부터 근데 너무 젊어 보이셔가지고 저는 뭐 지금 한 5, 6년 들으셨을까 했는데 동안의 비결도 나중에 노래 나가는 동안에 묻도록 하겠습니다. 자, 여러분 참여해주시는 방법 알려드릴게요. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045 그리고 무료인 EBS 반디와 유튜브 EBS 라디오 이용하시면 되겠습니다. 오늘도 늘 그렇듯이 무모한 문장 미션이 있습니다. 여러분 이거를 영어로 한번 바꿔볼게요. 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워. This is how we feel about all of our listeners, everyone that's really been tuning in, not just to radio, but television as well, because EBS has been around for 51 years now.
Yeah.
So this is how we feel. How would you say this in English? 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워. 이거를 영어로 바꾸는 게 오늘의 미션이 되겠습니다. 집에서 듣고 계신 여러분도요, 참여해 주시고 저희가 일부 마지막에 함께 보면서 선물도 드리니까요. 많은 도전 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 그러면 이제부터 오늘의 헤드라인스 시작합니다.
Curiosity has emerged as the factor most strongly correlated with academic success among 15-year-old students in Korea, according to the latest program for international student assessment.
국제 학업 성취도 평가에서 우리나라 만 15세 학생들의 학업 성취 수준에 가장 큰 영향을 미치는 사회 정서 역량은 호기심인 것으로 나타났습니다.
A Canadian man has scored his third lottery jackpot in less than 9 months, marking his fourth major win overall and bringing his total prize money to over $2.7 million.
캐나다의 한 남성이 9개월도 채 안 된 기간에 3번이나 복권에 당첨된 것으로 전해졌습니다. 이로써 그는 지금까지 총 4번의 복권 당첨으로 270만 달러, 우리 돈으로 37억 원이 넘는 상금을 받은 것으로 집계됐습니다.
Legendary Grammy Award winner Barbra Streisand is set to release her 37th album, featuring 11 duets with superstars including Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, Sam Smith, Seal, Josh Groban, Mariah Carey, and Ariana Grande.
다수의 그래미상을 수상한 전설적인 가수 바브라 스트라이샌드가 37번째 앨범을 발표합니다. 이 앨범에는 폴 맥카트니, 법 딜런, 샘 스미스, Seal, Josh Groban, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande 등 슈퍼스타들과 함께 부른 노래 11곡이 수록될 예정입니다. Well, those are our 3 headlines this morning. As always, let's take a closer look. Shane.
Curiosity has emerged as the factor most strongly correlated with academic success among 15-year-old students in Korea, according to the latest program for international student assessment.
국제 학업 성취도 평가에서 우리나라 만 15세 학생들의 학업 성취 수준에 가장 큰 영향을 미치는 사회 정서 역량은 호기심인 것으로 나타났습니다. Oh, so does that mean curiosity can lead to better academic achievement?
Yes, and also it killed the cat, remember?
Yes.
Curiosity killed the cat.
No.
If
You
you know
make
that
Paul very
saying.
sad
But,
now.
but are you a cat lover?
I have two
He
cats.
has 2
Don't
cats.
kill
I did
my
not know that.
cats.
I don't listen on Tuesdays.
What?
I will now, though.
Rub it in, Shane.
I'm just kidding. But anyways, this assessment is called PISA. It's the Program for International Student Assessment. It's run by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, aka the OECD,
Yes.
right? And it evaluates how 15-year-old students perform around the world and how they are prepared to adjust to society. And what they looked at alongside things like science, math, and creative thinking, the latest edition in 2022 assessed social, emotional competencies such as curiosity, perseverance, emotional control, and stress resistance. And it appears that Korean students score very high in curiosity. We're talking about high achieving Korean
Right,
students.
exactly. This is really interesting. 피사라고 하는 이제 학업 성취도 평가인데요. OECD에서 주관을 하고 있고 15세의 학생들이 전 세계적으로 어떤 역량을 가지고 있는지 이제 우수한 성적을 보이는 학생들의 그 역량을 분석하는 거죠. 우리나라 같은 경우에는 호기심이 많은 아이들이 학업 성취도도 높더라 이런 얘기입니다.
Right, so
그리고
it's
오늘
not-
호기심 많은 아이들 많이 왔거든요.
Yes.
아, 기대가 많이 됩니다.
So it's
네.
not just about studying and tests and books and math. It's also these things, these sort of creative thinking assessments, curiosity, perseverance. These are all indicators of how you perform in school.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure listeners out there, the first thing that they think of when they think of English is, I'm curious to know what this is, how to say this in English. So pretty much I would say all of our listeners are very curious beings.
Yeah, that means
Which is
you have
good.
you have questions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so to seek those answers, I think that's one way to improve English. If I'm
Yeah, absolutely. I think in any part of your life, if you are curious, you can learn more.
Yeah.
And you can be better. Those who are not curious just stay the same
Yeah.
forever, and that's boring. And I think all our listeners here, because they're curious, they're changing and developing, and I hope we're curious too.
Yeah, Ray, you teach young students. Do you find that the more curious ones are the better ones?
Absolutely. Even if they're like, 장난꾸러기 or whatever, I don't really mind because they're interacting and they're interested, and
Yeah.
that's really how you learn. I think a lot of times from what I've experienced in Korea is everybody wants to be perfect. Everything is about perfection, but it's not. You learn from mistakes, and even English speakers make grammar mistakes, pronunciation mistakes sometimes. So that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is just putting yourself out there and trying.
I agree. Well, it says here that curiosity has emerged as the most important factor when it comes to Korean students.
Right. So emerge normally means to come out, to appear, to turn up. So what this study, what it showed, so what emerged from this study is that curiosity is very important. Right?
emerge라는 게 이게 뭔가 드러났다라는 뜻이네요,
Right.
여기서는.
We actually talked about this on a Monday a couple of weeks ago.
Did we?
And I explained how you can remember this word as 이모지?
아하, 그랬네요.
it pops up, it
갑자기
emerges.
뭔가 드러나서 우리 그냥 애벌레 생각해 보면은 애벌레가 이제 코쿤을 만들죠.
Yeah.
그래서 코쿤에서 그 다음에 나비가 이렇게 모습을 드러내는데, you could say that a butterfly emerges
Yeah.
from a cocoon. 모습을 드러내는 것, emerge라고 하고요. 자, 그 다음에 또 다른 표현이 있었죠. It's correlated with something.
Yeah, so if you break down this word, you see the word related in there, right? So there's some sort of relationship. And usually means two things, right?
Right.
So when two things are correlated, that means there's a cause and effect, they're connected.
보통 이제 correlated라고 하면은 상관관계가 있다, 관련이 있다라는 뜻이에요. 그래서 이 데이터에 따르면은 호기심이 있는 아이들과 학업 성취도 높은 아이들의 상관관계가 있더라. 이런 얘기가 되겠죠.
Yeah, so if I remember in science class, if there's a 비례관계, 정비례관계, there's a direct correlation. And
yes.
반비례 would be an indirect
Correlation. That's right.
From, if I remember my math
I'm
teacher.
sure.
Thank you.
Perfect. 자, 그러면은 이 두 가지 표현을 제가 선창을 하면은요, 여러분이 따라서 말하는 겁니다. 자, 드러나다, emerge. 뭐과 관련이 있다, correlated with. 좋습니다. Here's the headline again. Curiosity has emerged as the factor most strongly correlated with academic success among 15-year-old students in Korea, according to the latest program for international student assessment. 잠시 쉬도록 하겠습니다. 자, 함께 해주신 여러분 너무나 고마운 마음을 담아서 오늘의 무모한 문장 미션을 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워로 잡았습니다. 이거 영어로 보내주세요. 손미나 님이 와우 너무너무 기대됩니다. 화이팅이에요 하셨고 이채림 님은 창사 51주년을 진심으로 축하드려요. 오늘 파티 같은 날이네요. It does feel like a party, doesn't it, guys?
It does. We've even got a cake.
Oh, we have. Yeah, thanks to one of our listeners. 그리고 송창수 님은 유튜브로 Congrats. 창사 특집 프로그램 생방송 감사드립니다 하셨고요. 권예은 님 축하드립니다. 늘 감사의 마음 가득합니다. 홍성희 님은요. 와우, 부럽. 정말 대단하신 분들. 이 바쁜 출근 시간에 생방송에 함께 하다니 모두들 반갑고 환영해요, 여러분 하셨습니다. Indeed, those are our sentiments.
It's wonderful. Thank you to all our listeners. We would not be the same show without the bandy board or without our YouTube comments. They make our show come to life.
Absolutely. Well, you can continue to write in and take part in the show by using our text messaging service, 샵 1045. 영어로는 pound, sharp 다 표현을 사용을 합니다. 그래서 저도 주로 이제 pound 1045라고 하는데요. 이게 바로 우물정자 샵이 되겠어요. 그쪽으로 문자 보내주실 때는 짧은 거 50원, 긴 거 100원의 이용료가 든다는 거 기억해 주시고요. 그 외에 EBS 반디 애플리케이션 그리고 유튜브 EBS 라디오 공식 채널 이용하시면 되겠습니다. You're listening to Morning Special on EBS FM. We have a lovely crowd in the studio this morning. Can we get a big applause once again from the crowd? 반갑습니다. 자, 그래요. 또 전국에서, 전 세계에서 듣고 계신 우리 청취자분들도 함께 해주셔서 정말 감사합니다. 오늘은요, EBS 창사 51주년 특집 국민과 함께 해온 모닝 스페셜 방송을 라이브로 함께 하고 있습니다. 자, 그러면 우선 우리 두 번째 헤드라인을 볼 텐데요. 이번에는 폴 선생님과 함께합니다.
A Canadian man has scored his third lottery jackpot in less than 9 months, marking his fourth major win overall and bringing his total prize money to over $2.7 million.
캐나다의 한 남성이 9개월도 채 안 되는 기간에 3번이나 복권에 당첨된 것으로 전해졌습니다. 이로써 그는 지금까지 총 4번의 복권 당첨으로 $270만, 우리 돈으로 37억 원이 넘는 상금을 받은 것으로 알려졌습니다. Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but the odds of winning the lottery 4 times...
To win once is astronomical. It's almost impossible to win the lottery. Very few people do it. But to do it 3 times on the trot is astonishing. The 20th of August last year, the 16th of November last year, and then the 3rd of May this year.
And then many years ago, he also won.
A decade ago, he won $250,000.
Okay.
Then last August, $500,000. Last November, $1 million, and then another $1 million in May.
Wow.
He's a lucky man. He's also lucky in health because he's a cancer survivor. His name is David Sirkin. It's quite incredible that he's done this.
Yeah.
He really is one of the luckiest people alive, I think.
I would say so. Right. So he scored the lottery jackpot.
Yes, and if you score something, you get it. You win it. I'd like to think of football. You score a goal.
Yeah.
And that for me is the image of winning something or getting something. So if you're a big fan of Morning Special, maybe you scored a ticket to this morning show.
아하, to score. 우리 축구할 때도 score라는 단어 많이 들어보셨을 것 같아요. 점수를 낸다는 뜻도 있지만 이긴다라는 의미로 많이 쓰는데 score the lottery jackpot. lottery, 복권, jackpot는 그 상금이죠. 사실 lottery만 써도 돼요. 아니면 jackpot만 써도 돼요. 그런데 lottery 쓸 때는 보통 win the lottery, jackpot는 hit the jackpot 이렇게 표현을 많이 하는데 여기서는 score the lottery jackpot.
Yes, you couldn't score the lottery though, I think.
No,
That
no.
you'd score the jackpot only.
그래요. 그래서 여기서는 이렇게 쓰고 있으니까 한마디로 복권이 당첨이 됐다는 건데 not once, not twice, not thrice.
4 times.
4 times, my goodness. So that first expression there is score the lottery jackpot. 자, 그 다음에는 총 상금. So that brought the total prize money to over $2.7 million.
Yes, and when something brings the total to something else, it's when we add it to whatever we have before,
Yeah.
and then we get a new number, a bigger number, the total.
Yes, exactly. The total prize money, 상금 prize money인데요. 그 앞에 bring이 왜 나왔느냐. So something, 가장 최근에 받은 돈이 이게 더해짐으로 인해서 총 상금이 얼마가 됐다라는 뜻입니다. So this latest win, 마지막으로 이겼던 게 얼마였어요? What was the prize money for the latest
A
win?
million on the 3rd of May.
$1 million brought his total prize money to $2.7 million. 뭐 예를 들자면은 우리가 기부를 할 때, this donation brings the total to 10 million won 이런 식으로 표현을 할 수 있겠죠. 그래서 마지막으로 기부한 돈이 마지막으로 낸 아니면 받은 돈이 이런 총 상금 얼마로 이어졌다. That's what it means.
I wish it was me.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question
Yes.
to Paul?
Oh,
I
yes.
heard you say on the trot.
Oh, yes.
What does
that's a
that
good one.
mean?
Okay, if you do something on the trot, it means you do it in succession or quick succession.
Okay.
So it's the idea of a horse trotting, meaning moving fast. So
Is that a British
It's
term?
a British
Have you
English
heard that
expression.
before?
I've heard it, yeah.
You've heard
Yeah.
it before, okay.
Nothing to do with singing, 트로트?
I mean, if you get a bit of you can do it on the trot. But
No?
no, it's
Okay.
more about horses and
Okay.
movement and continuing. So we talk about my team won 3 games on the trot means 3 games in succession.
Okay.
맞아요. 네, 연달아서라는 뜻으로 on the trot라는 표현을 써주셨는데 영국식 표현이에요. 그러니까 지금 아까 이름이 뭐였죠? 데이비드 서킨 씨가요. 올해가 아니라 지난 한 9개월 동안에만 3번 연속 복권 당첨이 됐습니다. 그리고 그 전에 한 10년 전에 한 번 더 당첨이 됐어서 총 4번인데 이렇게 짧은 시간 안에 in such a short span of time he won the lottery again and again and again. So you could say it's kind of consecutively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels that way.
It feels like that, yeah.
I have to say, this is the lovely thing about having 3 newscasters from different countries,
Yeah.
is that we don't understand each other.
No, we
so
don't.
we get to ask more
This
questions.
is what English
This
is like,
is
right?
fantastic. Yes, indeed. 자, 그러면은 우리 역시나 제가 선창을 하면은요, 여러분이 이 표현 2가지 다시 반복해 주시는 겁니다. 자, 복권에 당첨되다. Score the lottery jackpot. 그리고 총 합계를 얼마로 만들다. Bring the total to 얼마? 네. 네, 얼마까지? 네, 완벽했습니다.
그리고 on the trot.
Fantastic. Well, here's the headline one more time. A Canadian man has scored his third lottery jackpot in less than 9 months, marking his 4th major win overall and bringing his total prize money to over $2.7 million. Okie dokie. Well, let's move on to our next. Oh, actually, I want to ask our listeners a question before we get to our next headline. How do you review our headlines? How do you listen to the headlines? 여러분은 헤드라인을 어떻게 활용하고 계시는지 혹시 알려주실 분이 계시면은 네, 지금 바로 손을 드시면 되겠습니다. 헤드라인을 들으면서 좋은 점 아니면 힘든 점 이것도 다 좋아요. Okay, wonderful. The lady in the navy shirt near the back there. Getting the microphone to you right now. And let's hear from you. Okay.
저는 아침에 일어나자마자 그 강아지 산책을 하면서 그 방송 내용을 미리 한번 쭉 읽어보고 그다음에 이제 8시부터 제가 일하면서 계속 듣고 그러면 더 훨씬 잘 들리는 것 같아요. 네, 그리고 외국에서 수입하는 일을 하는데 가끔 그 헤드라인 뉴스에 보면 그 나라 뭐 중국이나 이제 제가 거래하는 나라 그 소식이 그럼 그걸 가지고 또 이제 얘기를 할 수 있고
아, 너무 좋네요.
그래서
네.
똑똑한 사람으로.
And I think your dog as well is probably very smart.
Yeah.
No? 이렇게 또 every morning as you walk your dog, you tune in and you listen to the headlines and you review as you're working in your office as well, and you utilize it, use it for small talk at work. We love that. Yeah, so many use of using the headlines.
I met that listener at her work.
You met her?
Yeah.
Oh, 그리고 레이 선생님 만나셨어요?
네, 작년에 만났어요.
Why didn't you say anything?
When she came in, we
You
talked.
did.
Right.
아하,
She
언제?
makes delicious gimbap.
Oh my goodness.
Very delicious
That wasn't
gimbap.
just a run-in. That was a proper like meal, right? That's lovely. 와, 다재다능하신 우리 청취자분.
오전에는 일하고 있고
네.
오후에는 이제 다른 또 무역 일을 하고 있습니다.
보세요.
네.
네. 성함 알려주시겠어요?
아, 저는 김미영이에요.
네, 김명님 너무 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
네. All right. Well, with that said, let's continue with the next headline because I'm sure someone will be using it somewhere, somehow. This is headline number 3 with Ray.
Legendary Grammy Award winner Barbara Streisand is set to release her 37th album, featuring 11 duets with superstars including Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, Sam Smith, Seal, Josh Groban, Mariah Carey, and Ariana Grande.
다수의 그래미상을 수상한 전설적인 가수 바브라 스트라이샌드가 37번째 앨범을 발표합니다. 이 앨범에는 폴 맥카트니, 법 딜런, 샘 스미스, Seal, 조시 그로번, 마라이어 캐리, 아리아나 그란데 등 슈퍼스타들과 함께 부른 노래 11곡이 수록될 예정입니다. Wow. Talk about a duet album packed with legends. Tell us more.
Are there any Barbara Streisand fans in the audience?
I'm sure they are a bit
No,
very shy.
me neither.
shy.
Me neither. Don't
I
worry.
love Barbara
Sue-
Streisand.
I know Sue would probably
I
like
love Barbara
Streisand.
Streisand.
Paul, do you like
brilliant.
Yes.
She's great.
Oh, really? Okay.
What do you have against Barbara?
Let's agree to disagree.
She's fine.
Okay,
She's
okay.
fine. I prefer, out of this list, I prefer Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, and Seal. I like Seal, Mariah Carey.
All right. Well, tell us about the duets album.
Well, this album, this is a follow-up to Streisand's 2014 album, which was called Partners. This one is called The Secret of Life, Partners Volume 2. It will be released on June 27th. The article that I read had a statement from Barbara Streisand, and she mentioned that she always loved singing duets. So duets are when there's two people. If you see do in
Yeah.
English, usually it's two. With gifted artists, she mentioned. So if someone's gifted, they are very, very talented. If we say that a child is gifted, it means they're very smart. They're smarter than other kids in their age group. And Barbara Streisand also mentioned that she hopes all the listeners enjoy listening to their collaborations as much as they enjoyed recording them. So collaboration is an interesting word. It means to work together, and it's a real the modern usage. You'll hear collab. So two artists will do a collab, or two clothing companies, often they'll do collabs, or famous artists will do a collab with a clothing company.
Absolutely. 듀엣 얘기하면서 이제 둘이서 같이 노래를 부르니까 듀엣다 했는데 when you sing alone, then it would be a solo album or a solo performance, right? And the word solo in Korea is sometimes mistakenly used for a person who doesn't have a partner. Which is wrong, I think. Am I right? What do you think?
We would say single.
Single, right. So there's a difference between
Right.
solo and single.
Solo just means you do something by yourself.
But that doesn't mean you're not in a relationship.
Right.
아, 그래요. 우리는 가끔 솔로다. 나 솔로예요. 라고 하지만 엄밀히 따지면 영어식으로는 좀 틀린 표현이에요. 솔로는 뭔가 공연을 한다든지 앨범을 낸다든지 뭐 무대에 올라간다든지 이런 독무대, 뭐 독단적으로 뭔가 할 때 솔로라는 단어를 많이 쓰고 연애를 안 하고 있을 때 파트너가 없으면 single이라는 단어를 쓰죠. So what's that Beyonce song? All the single ladies? Not all the solo ladies.
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on. Is that the song?
That's the song,
Oh, that's the
yeah,
song. Okay,
yeah.
there you go. Put a ring on it. No,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
I like to use it for when Harrison Ford is single.
What?
Because he's Han Solo.
Oh.
Ajay Gaga.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Can we turn Paul's mic off?
In English, that's called a dad joke.
아재 개그, dad joke. 좋았습니다.
And it's a Star Wars joke, so it's kind of a nerd joke.
Yeah, I love that actually. Duet가 나왔는데, of course, Barbara Streisand is a legendary singer. She's also an actor, but tell us about legendary.
Right, so you can use this for people or for things. So if someone is legendary, they're very famous. People admire them for what they've done. And I think the key to when you use the word legendary, people talk about them. People talk about them for a long time. People talk about them as if they're a legend. And we use that term as well. Like the old word of legend is traditional stories that are passed down from generation to generation. And, they may or may not be true, but people talk about them. So nowadays, when we say someone is a legend, they're very famous and they've done something in a particular field. And usually it's over a long period of time. So sports, music, acting, writing. The best one that I would say is when you compare someone being legendary and someone being famous, there's a slight difference. So I think everybody here, do we have any basketball fans? Any basketball fans at all?
Oh, Shane there. Shane
Right.
is...
And I think everybody has heard of Michael Jordan.
Who?
Am I right about that?
Who's that?
You know who he is. He's a legendary basketball player. But how about this? I like to quiz Sue on sports. Do you know who
Great.
Tyrese Halliburton is? Shea
Sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander? No, don't lie. Do you know who they are?
No idea. Sorry.
No, they're very famous basketball players. One of them is about to win the NBA championship
Oh, okay.
next week. They're going to lead their team. But if you don't like basketball, you may have not heard of Tyrese Halliburton. But everybody has heard of Michael Jordan. So he's legendary.
Okay. So the biggest difference between being legendary and famous is...
Famous you might just be famous right now.
Yeah.
But if you're
But legendary's,
legendary...
like,
Yeah,
really,
and
really famous.
Yeah, and I feel like you have done something over a longer period of time. And people talk about you for a long period of time. Even
Right.
after your playing career is finished,
Right.
people are still talking about you.
그냥 유명한 거 famous랑 그다음에는 legendary, 전설적이다는 약간의 급 차이가 있다고 생각할 수 있겠네요.
Well, we call you sorry, Paul, but we call you a living legend.
I was just about to do that.
Who calls me that? No, come on, guys.
살아있는 전설.
아이고, 왜 그러세요?
But this is really good. Living legend is very specific. It means they're still around.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
talk about legends of basketball or legends of the music era. Barbara Streisand is a living legend.
She is.
Whereas Freddie Mercury, who was the lead singer of Queen, he passed away a long time ago. He's just a legend.
That's right. 살아있는 전설 할 때는 a living legend 이렇게 표현을 하죠. 근데 우리가요 보통 legend랑 같이 myths and legends 이런 단어를 붙이기도 해요. 신화 얘기할 때 그렇죠. 그런데 myth의 사용법과 legend의 사용법은 또 좀 다릅니다. With legend we have legendary as we said, but with myths it's a little bit different when you say, oh, that's a myth, that's an urban myth. That means it's a misunderstanding. 오해라는 의미가 있을 수 있고요. myth는 내지는 또 굉장히 신비롭다. It's very mythical. 그러면 약간 정확히 알 수는 없는 오묘한 그런 느낌도 있을 수 있죠.
And tell me if I'm wrong, Sue, but with your British accent, I heard a little legendary.
Oh,
But in North America, it'd be definitely a legendary.
okay. How do you say it, Paul?
Legendary.
Legendary.
There you
So
go,
hear,
yeah.
It's almost
Oh.
3 syllables. But
Yeah, the pronunciation's
in North America, it's
different.
definitely 4 syllables. It's legendary.
그래요.
You emphasize that part.
우리 오늘 셰인 선생님이랑 레이 선생님은 그 North American accent, 북미권의 액센트를 쓰시고 또 폴 선생님과 저는 영국식 액센트를 써서 비교하는 재미도 오늘 있네요. 가끔씩은 강세가 달라지고 아니면은 stress, syllable도 달라질 수 있고, 네, 단어가 아예 다를 때도 있고요.
And the dictionary, it supports that. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
legendary, yeah.
Exactly. Oh,
Interesting.
legend. How do you say it again?
Legendary.
Legendary.
The
and
correct
legendary.
way.
And
How
legendary.
do you say dalgy in English? I say
Strawberry.
strawberry. You say strawberry.
Yes. Different.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
fine.
speaking of food, how do you say 가지 in English? You know the purple fruit? Not fruit, vegetable.
Eggplant.
Aubergine. And how about the green one, 애호박?
Is that zucchini?
Courgette.
courgette. 단어가 완전히 달라질 때도 있습니다.
Incorrect English. Correct English.
Excuse me, we came first. The British came first.
Those are all borrowed
Why
from French.
do you make
Those are all
these
borrowed
words?
from French.
Okay,
I
it's not a
don't
right
get
wrong
it.
thing. It's apples and oranges.
It's really fascinating about English because English is a mongrel language.
What does that mean?
A mongrel is a dog that has no breed. It's not a poodle, it's not a sheepdog.
잡종이잖아요. 보통 그래요.
Yeah, because when you look at the history of the UK, we were invaded and invaded and invaded. First it was the Vikings, then it was the Goths from Germany, then it was the Romans, then it was the French, which means all the different languages mixed up all together. It's why we say pork for pig meat,
Yeah.
because it comes from the French. We also say beef, coming from boeuf from the French.
But we
there's
say chicken and chicken.
all right. I'll go this time, shall
Which
I?
goes to show that there's, loads of different influences.
From all sorts of places.
Yes,
and
that's right.
it's why pronunciation is such a big deal, because even I'm sure within Canada as well, you go to one province and they say something one way,
Yeah.
you go to another, they say it the other way. It's the same in the UK.
그래요. 정말 영어를 표현하는 방식 중에 mongrel language라고 하는 것도 새롭네요. mongrel이라는 것 자체는 그런 이제 잡종의 개, 강아지 얘를 얘기하지만 영어가 그만큼 다양한 영향을 받았다. 독일어권, 프랑스어권 그 외에도 많은 영향을 받았고 요즘에는 심지어 한국어에서 온 표현들도 영어 사전에 들어갔잖아요. 그런 식으로 이제 영어라는 언어는 굉장히 다양한 것들을 혼합한 언어다.
Yeah.
And it's changing every day.
Exactly. If you talk to a vet, they will tell you that a mongrel cat or dog are the strongest, the healthiest.
Okay.
And that's why
Good.
English is such a healthy language,
That's good
because
to know.
it's been mixed up with everything else.
I love that. 자, 그러면은 우리가 이렇게 표현 legendary 하면서 여기 mongrel language까지 갔는데 다시 돌아와서 this album will be featuring many different singers. 이 표현도 같이 한번 볼까요? Feature.
So in music, it means that another artist is joining the main artist on a song, so you can think of the feature, you can even call them that. The feature is a special guest performer on the song, but that particular song will be on the main artist's album. So in this case, we have all these different superstars that are going to sing songs with Barbra Streisand, but those songs are only going to be on Barbra Streisand's album. So usually a featured artist, they'll either sing or rap one verse, or perhaps they'll sing the chorus as well.
Exactly. 우리도 피처링이라고 하죠. 외래어 그대로 써서. 근데 영어로는 F 발음입니다. featuring 줄여서 FEAT dot 이렇게 많이도 쓰는데 함께 한다는 뜻이에요. 누가 포함이 되어 있다라는 의미로 Barbra Streisand's album will be featuring many famous musicians like Paul McCartney and Mariah Carey, etc., etc. So today's show features your favorite English teachers, Paul, Shane, and Ray, I hope.
And the main presenter is Chae Soo-jin.
Thank you. And I hope that later you'll say, that Wednesday's show, it was legendary. Right. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 제가 선창을 할 테니까요. 여러분이 표현 반복해 주세요. Legendary. 네, 북미권 발음으로 한번 셰인 선생님이.
Legendary.
Legendary.
이렇게. 그 다음에 feature. Fantastic. 다시 한번 제가 읽어보겠습니다. Legendary Grammy Award winner Barbra Streisand is set to release her 37th album featuring 11 duets with superstars including Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, Sam Smith, Seal, Josh Groban, Mariah Carey, and Ariana Grande. 자, 지금까지 우리 선생님들과 함께한 헤드라인을 살펴봤습니다. 오늘의 무모한 문장 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워 계속해서 영어로 보내주시고요. 우리 직접 와 계신 분들도 한번 생각해 보세요. 늘 함께해서 고마워 이걸 영어로 어떻게 표현을 하면 좋을지. 자, 샵 1045 짧은 문자 50원 긴 문자 100원입니다. 그 외에도 EBS 반디 애플리케이션과 유튜브 EBS 라디오 이용하시면 되겠어요. 우리 청취자분들의 사연 볼게요. 이령아 님이요. 저는 고등학교 영어 교사인데 헤드라인을 수업 때 학생들과 같이 읽어요. 학생들이 교과서보다 더 좋아해요 하셨습니다. Thanks for incorporating our headlines into your school program or your school curriculum.
It's great
Yeah.
for kids to get real English.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look at the textbooks and you go, well, does anybody actually say that? Does anybody write like that? But when you use real headlines, this is the English we see every day.
That's right. 2363님은요. 저는 모닝 헤드라인이 시사 상식을 잘 알 수 있게 해줘서 너무 좋아요. 37번째 바버 스트라이샌드 앨범도 꼭 들을게요 하셨습니다. 네. 자, 여러분 혹시 기억에 남는 헤드라인이 있을까요? 우리 와 계신 분들 중에 나는 이 헤드라인이 참 인상적이었어. 요거 최근에 봤던 것도 좋고 뭐 몇 년 된 것도 좋고요. 이게 나는 공부하면서 좋았다. 아니면 이 소식이 굉장히 나한테는 오랫동안 남아 있었다 하는 그런 헤드라인 혹시 기억나는 게 있을까요? 네. The lady in the navy blazer. 저기 뒤쪽에. 네. 한번 마이크 건네받고 듣겠습니다.
Actually, today in the morning, I listened to radio, EBS radio, as I just get dressed up, and I reviewed that a moment of the videos that I remembered that shower time. So when you taking a shower and you need to take the time to spend the time with the cold water,
Yeah.
you have almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was if you have a cold shower at the end of your
The
warm
end of
shower.
the-
It's good for your blood circulation or something.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for your apple.
What was it? Apple.
Because
Because I don't remember it. Metabolism.
Metabolism.
Yes,
Yeah,
good for your metabolism.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was really great information for me. So today in the morning, I got a shower with the cold water.
Did you
at
do it
last.
for 5
Yes.
minutes?
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Wow.
No, 5 minutes, maybe. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting into the
Yeah.
details there, but fantastic.
Yeah, it was
그래요.
really great information all
Yeah.
the time. And I am working as a. Can I?
Yes, introduce
a
yourself,
little
please.
bit? Yes.
Yes. I keep forgetting to ask your names. Yeah.
I used to be an English teacher.
Okay.
Almost 10 years, maybe.
Oh, really? Can I get your name, please? Your name?
My name is Hanipe.
Oh, Hani.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were an English
So,
teacher?
Yeah. Now I currently working as a hotelier.
Oh, really?
In the Pacific Hotel in Kim area. I'm very satisfied with my current job. Yeah, because I can meet many customers who came from other countries, and I'm so happy with that.
Yeah.
And as for her, I am ready. I am always ready for the English radio, the morning special. In the morning time, I usually spend all my time to study English radio with EBS radio. So yeah, after 3 p.m. I will start. I used to start my work time.
Oh, but you spend your mornings with
in the
EBS.
morning time I spent doing some English study and then gathering together with English group meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder you can talk non-stop in English, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Let's
thank you
give
so
her a big
much.
round of applause.
Yeah.
너무 잘하고 계십니다. 네, 여러분 늘 함께해 주셔서 감사합니다. 이거 문장 계속 보내주세요. We're gonna now see how our listeners wrote this in English. 자, 그러면은 우리 이어서 무모한 문장 살펴보겠습니다. Your Morning Energy, EBS FM Morning Special. 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워를 영어로 뭐라고 하면 좋을까요? 자, 그러면 우리 안정혜님의 문장부터 볼게요. Thank you for staying with us. What do you think, guys?
I think this is very nice, but this is more about being in the same place rather than doing something with us. Because for me, my interpretation was this is doing together.
Yeah.
So thank you for staying us. I think our guest Hanny would have
Hotelier might say
used that
this.
many
Yeah.
times in her hotel job.
Because we stay at a hotel.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you'd say thank you for staying with us. We'll see you next time.
우리와 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다 의미는 맞지만 영어에서 stay가 들으면은 들어가면요 물리적으로 머무르다 하는 느낌이 있어서 호텔에서 많이 하는 얘기예요. Thank you for staying with us 이렇게요. 오늘 좋은 문장, 좋은 도전이었습니다. Okay, moving on. 4093님 says, thanks for always being with me. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah, you know, today's 무어머 문장, it doesn't have the 주어, right? 늘 함께 해주셔서, right? Who?
누가?
So here, I like this. So thanks for always being with me would mean just that. Thanks for always being by my side, supporting me. For us, to our fans and our listeners, we would say thanks for always being with us in that case. And both, of course, are correct.
맞아요. 둘 다 가능하고 컨텍스트가 중요한데 나랑 함께 해줘서 고마워. 일 때는 me 쓰시면 되고요. 이제 방송국의 경우에는 우리와 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다니까 thanks for always being with us 이렇게 하면 되겠네요. Fabulous. 자, 2352님, I really appreciate you always being with me. What do you think, Ray?
No, it's good. Again, like it would sort of mean you're actually together. So like there's a variation that I would say a lot. You might say to someone, "Thank you for always being there for me."
Right.
And then that means that you can always call that person, message that person, even meet up with them. But it's if you're having any problems, there's someone like your rock,
Yeah.
your friend, family member, whoever it is, that's always there when you need them, when you need
Right.
a shoulder to cry on
Yep.
or someone to get advice from.
Like the Rembrandts.
Always
be-
comes back to Friends with Sue.
I'll be there for you.
There
That's
it
the
is.
song.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
But it is much more that sense of support to be there for someone as opposed to be with them. To be with them, I'm next to Shane. But if I'm there for Shane, I'm helping me out in whatever way I can.
그래요. 그래서 I really appreciate you always being there for me. 이렇게 아니면 always being there for us 해도 되겠죠?
And I like how 2352 said, I appreciate instead of just saying thanks, right?
That's right.
Because we always just say thank you, thank you. Another way to say it is, hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's another way to say thank you.
I appreciate that explanation. 자, 1031님. Thank you for being always with me faithfully. What do you think, Paul?
I think we need to switch two words around, which is being and always. Thank you for always being. So when we use always and then the verb, whatever we're using next to it. So
Yeah.
thanks for always giving me lunch, or thanks for always taking me to school.
What about faithfully?
It feels a little bit odd here for me. I don't think we need it. I think thank you for always being faithful.
Yeah.
Or thank you for always being with me. Both are great, but I don't think we need the two of them together.
Okay. 자, 그럼 뒤에 faithfully 빼고 thank you for always being with me or us 이렇게 하는 게 좋을 것 같고요. Faithful 물론 넣어도 되지만 I feel like when you use the word faithful, you're saying thanks for not betraying me, right? Or cheating on me.
Exactly.
Right?
It's used a lot
Yeah.
in that sense
Yeah.
of with partners.
Right,
If
right.
you're faithful, then you are only with them.
But if we use it as an adjective, we can talk about my faithful friend.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so it does have those both nuances, and that's why I think rather going for being with me, I think is better in this case.
Okay. Moving on. 이영희님은요. Thank you for being my company as always. Shane.
I think I know where Youngie Nim was going with this. The company here doesn't mean a business or some sort of entrepreneurial venture. It's to be someone in someone's company means you're together.
Yeah.
Spending time together. So I think if we want to fix this, we want to say thank you for keeping me company as always, perhaps.
Or
Thank
being in
you
my
for-
company. you can
Yeah,
say that
my
too
because
as
normally
well.
we use be in someone's company. We're in very good company this morning. We have a lovely crowd with us. I'm in good company with you guys. But you could, as you just said there, say thank you for, what was it again?
To keep someone
Okay.
company,
No,
which
thank you for
mean if
keeping
you're
me
bored
company.
or if you're just looking for something to do.
Thank you
to
for
keep
keeping-
somebody company
Got
means
it.
you're engaging with that person.
Thank you for
Hanging
keeping
out
me
with them.
company. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for keeping me company. All right. 자, 다음으로요. 3486님입니다. Thank you for being with me always. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I would probably what Paul just said before. Thank you for always being with me.
Yeah.
Same one.
So instead of saying being always being is more natural. Okay. 자, 다음으로 유튜브 희준님입니다. Thank you for doing everything with me.
This is a great one. This works really well. I think being just suggests you're with someone, but doing things for me sounds better when I think of the Korean.
Yeah.
Doing everything with me means we're always together, we're always working together or playing together.
그렇죠. 이 문장은 문법적으로는 완벽해요. 그런데 의미상 항상 모든 걸 나와 함께 해줘서 고마워가 되니까 이것만 주의하시면 되겠습니다. 자, 8668님은요. Thanks for always being by my side without changing. Shane?
Oh, I'm doing this one too. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing with without changing that strikes me is that are they changing clothes? Are they what are they changing here?
okay.
I think what they mean is without change, just being solid and consistent for a long time. So thanks
Right.
for always being by my side. Without change, maybe. If
Okay,
we had
without
to change-
change.
If we had to change it, no pun intended.
Can I
but-
change it?
Okay.
Thanks for never changing and always being by my side.
Okay, thanks for never changing. 이렇게 해도 좋겠네요. 자, 좋습니다. 이번에는 우리 방청객으로 가볼게요. 여기 와 계신 분들 중에 나라면은 늘 함께 해줘서 고마워 이렇게 말할 것 같아. 뭐가 있을까요? Anyone want to raise their hands and give some suggestions? We have a very shy audience.
They're avoiding eye contact.
That's all right.
It's okay, it's okay.
The great thing about Morning Special, when we do the Momahan Munjang, is everybody makes mistakes.
That's
and
right.
that's really good for learning English. We should always make mistakes. So it's okay to be shy, but
네.
make a mistake with us. It's your one chance today.
그래요. 우리 써니 앤 웬디 자매 만약에 엄마한테 너무 고마울 때 영어로 뭐라고 해요? 자, 뭐라고? 보통 엄마한테 엄마 너무 맛있는 밥을 해줬어요. 떡볶이를 해줬어요. 뭐라고 할까요? 보통? 네. Sometimes saying nothing means everything. Yes.
Sometimes mummy cries.
보통 Thank you, mommy 이렇게 하나요? Thank you. 한번 해주겠어요?
I say thank you, mommy.
Oh, it's lovely. 너무 잘하셨어요. 써니도 똑같아요? 써니도 네. Do you want to say it one time? 한번 해볼까요? 네, 큰 소리로 Thank you.
Thank you, mommy.
lovely, lovely. 좋습니다. 자, 우리 그러면 선생님들 우리는 뭐라고 할까요? 늘 함께해줘서 고마워. 폴 선생님부터.
Mine's a bit different. Mine's very British.
Yes.
It has been an honour and a privilege.
좋습니다. It has been an honor and a privilege. 셰인 선생님?
From the bottom of my heart, thank you for always being there.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you for always being there.
You're welcome, Shane. You're welcome.
And Ray 선생님.
Thank you for always being with us.
Thank you for always being with us. 네, 좋습니다. 저도 비슷한데요. Thank you for being with us every step of the way. 이렇게 만들어봤습니다.
Very nice.
All right, well, with that said, we're going to move on with a song. Thank you for being with us for 51 years. That's how long it's been since EBS started.